Hello everybody and welcome to AIRS. Today we're here in Italy at Monza for the Italian Grand Prix. This track, steeped in history, plays a very crucial role in our championship today, as this is the final round for the standings are going to be taken and team signings, driver signings, whatever you want to call them, will be starting after this race. And that comes down to what position people have been in the championship, how much they've been upgrading, etc. I need to just say disclaimer, I'm sorry about the echo today. I'm not recording in my usual room, and this room is a bit more echoey. There's nothing I could do about that really. I just want to record the race and get it done with. This race is crucial. P9, the best of the rest, is up for grabs today. I'm sure you guys know what the top 4 teams are. You can see them on the screen. But yeah, whoever's going to be the best of the rest is going to have a good chance of getting a good top 4 team car. And the top of the championship is pretty uncertain as well, with Thomas McHugh battling with Michael Valyak at the top. Without further ado, let's get into the race. Or let's get to the grid, shall we say. On pole position for today's race, we have Finley Taylor, followed by Louis Sage. Then we have Thomas McHugh and Mitchell Langenberg, Michael Valyak in 5th. Christopher Coburn is 6th, with James Smith in behind, and Joseph Murray Sr. in 8th. Then we have Samuel Gradin, the best of the rest in quali, Armani Risotto, Aaron Curtis, Matthew Barton for sure, Akikawa down in 14th, not what we've been used to from the Japanese driver. De Campo, Harvey, another one that is battling for that 9th position, starting 16th today. Then we have Wef Poke, Johan de Jong, not good qualifying from him, Alain Kopic, Justin Regani, Aguirre, Favre, Granville, Opner, Kelly, and Tanius rounding out the grid once again. And now, without further ado, let's start this race. Watch on the left for the lights. There's the reds, going red again, wait for the green, and we go. And it seems to be a decent start from Taylor, but he's going to be switched by Sage, and that's Thomas McHugh up on the outside. I can see that's the Benetton taking a little look. Hopefully everyone gets through these chicanes nicely. And it looks like everyone has got through cleanly. That's exactly what we want to see. And you just saw our top 3. It's McLaren, Williams, McLaren. As here comes them, they're going into the chicane. Louis Sage trying to put one underneath of Taylor. As he gets a little bit sideways, that's just the cold rubber, and Langenberg is under attack from the Ferrari, as Michael Valyak has gone backwards. He's down in 7th and under attack from Joseph Murray. And out front, Louis Sage going underneath Finley Taylor as we head into the Ascari section. On the left, and he's made the move stick very easily, and that leaves Taylor under attack from Thomas McHugh. Wonder if there'll be any team orders now that Thomas McHugh is within a realistic shot of the title now. You wouldn't have said that a few rounds ago. It's got on board. So they go around the parabolic for the first time. I've actually forgotten to take out my AI car, sorry. I need to do that. But it's Louis Sage leading this race, followed by the 2 McLarens, and then Langenberg. Then we have Christopher Coburn, Michael Valyak, and James Smith. And then we have Joseph Murray Sr. under attack from, looks like, a Minardi, a Tyrrell, and a Jordan. And the Jordan's underneath, and the Jordan has spun it. There's a half spin there, and Grodin lucky only to lose 1 position. As Reina Akikawa is battling her way through the pack. I think that's 12th at the moment for her. or 13th, because Curtis has got a good exit. In fact, no, Akikawa has got it. And Matthew Barton at the moment doing a good job, as Murray Senior hops underneath James Smith, and it looks like McHugh has got past Taylor and going down towards the Parabolica, as Taylor has a little look but nothing really going there, and Langenberg is further 2 and a bit seconds back. But up front, it is Louis Sage with a 2.7 second lead. The two McLarens in the background going side by side. Thomas McHugh will have the inside going into the first of the chicanes. And indeed, he closes him off, maintaining his second place. Michael Valiak has closed back up, and he's in 5th. And the two Ferraris are 7th and 8th at the moment. Isabel Harvey in 14th, it seems. Yes, 14th. At the moment, it's calmed down somewhat. And back up front, let's go on board with Michael Valiak, as he's sandwiched in between the two Benettons. Joseph Murray Senior got his first podium of the year last time out, and he's going to be looking to the inside now as we head towards the Ascari section, and indeed he makes that move stick. And so Valiak is demoted to 6th. As we round the Parabolica, as we enter lap 4 of our 19 today. As you can see on the bottom, the GUI, as it looks like Taylor's trying to pull to the inside, but has he got enough speed to be able to make that move? No, he hasn't. He's had to go back into the slipstream of McHugh as they go around the double chicane first complex and round Curva Grande. First lap of the race, Thomas McHugh 1:25.9. As they head down towards the chicane, Taylor tries to get underneath. Once again, Thomas McHugh defending valiantly. I think they're closing up on Sage as well. Yes, indeed, 1.5 seconds. As we watch in the background, to the left, that is Finley Taylor up the inside. He's now taking the lead. I don't think there is team orders, and if so, Taylor is ignoring them, as McHugh tries to take a little look up the inside, but Taylor, getting a good exit, gapped him a little bit, a few car lengths, trying to catch the leader of this race at the moment. As they head down towards Parabolica. Very simple lap, this one, of course. One of the fastest tracks on the calendar, an absolute joy to drive, heading down the straight once again, and across the line, further up than it is nowadays, but that's because the chicanes are different. Probably, I don't know. Christopher Coburn a fast lap now. However, Louis Sage is 3 seconds up the road. Going backwards, it's Joseph Murray Senior there, as Langenberg's dropped to 6th, and for the battle for the best of the rest, it's just between Risotto and Gradin at the moment, both of them not in the points. And so Langenberg is under attack from both Ferraris. And it looks like Taylor's going to try and close down Sage now, as he, the Canadian driver, with the just got his first win of the season at the last round in Spa, in a brilliant last lap charge on Thomas McHugh, getting him at the bus stop chicane, the last real corner. And it looks like the momentum is in his favour. He's third in the championship at the moment, so he's doing a good job. And across the line now, it's not going to be a fastest lap, it's going to be a 26.1 compared to Sage's 26.5. That's a 4/10 gain from him. I can see in my background, oh dearie me, Isabel Harvey. She's in 26. She's had to pit surely, but what has happened to her? As you can see, she has had to pit. I'm sorry for missing this, but this is a massive development. She is currently 10th in the championship. Indeed, she has lost her front wing, but she's currently 10th in the championship. She was looking for more points to get 9th in the championship, and she's made a mistake. Is this going to be down at the second chicane? No, it isn't. And it's not here either. So what has happened to Isabel Harvey? She's gone round for 2 laps without a front wing. Ah, right, here it is. As we head on down towards the chicane, she's going underneath Akikawa, but they're going 3 wide. She gets pushed to the inside, and yeah, just puts it in the wall. Really nothing she could go there. Nothing she could do there. It was an opportunistic move. As you can see on the inside, you have De Jong and Akikawa. She's on the inside. She hits the curb. She tries to correct it, but yeah, she couldn't really do much. And so that is Isabel Harvey down in 26th. This is unfortunate for the British driver looking for a top seat next season. And up front, Louis Sage's gap is coming down, as Finley Taylor is the one to close him down, sorry. Keep not finishing the end of my sentences. Michael Valiak is in 4th at the moment, with Murray Sr. in behind, and Mitchell Langenberg. Samuel Granin has got away from Isabel Harvey's teammate, Armani Risotto. Let's go on board with Sage while we're at it. Let's talk about his season for a little bit. Where to start? Louis Sage has been on the pace, but not always getting the finishes, and been outshone by his teammate Michael Valiak. Valiak, of course, has the 5 wins under his belt, all in a row, with Louis Sage only having 1 win, or 2 if you want to count the non-championship race, which he magnificently got on the last lap at one of the last corners. But for Louis Sage, the likelihood is he's not going to be retained at Williams, as Thomas McHugh, our current second place driver, has said that he would not mind being in a team with Valiak. And in fact, Valiak is alongside McHugh now, almost, as he's actually set the fastest lap of this race. But yes, finishing what I said, Thomas McHugh has said he wouldn't mind being in a team with Croatian Michael Valiak. And so that possibly alludes to the fact that he's thinking about going to Williams. We shall all see after this race. I think for one that would be a brilliant combination. I think that Sage has been slightly unlucky this season, especially at round 1 where he had the gearbox failure. And yeah, he's been unlucky not to win more. Same can be said about anyone really, but Michael Valiak went on a charge of 5 races in a row between, I'd like to say, Imola and Silverstone, I think. Don't quote me on that. As here comes Valiak, he's going to go underneath McHugh, clean move, and that gets him into 3rd place. And the gap up front is 2 seconds, and the gap back from Taylor to Valiak is also 2 seconds. And now Thomas McHugh under attack from Joseph Murray Sr. As Murray Sr. having a look up the inside. Absolutely, I don't think there was any contact there. Murray just sitting in behind. And these three are going to be going at it. I'm going to go on board with Langenberg, as I think that'll be the best perspective to see what goes on in front. Mitchell Langenberg, only one podium this season, but what can you expect from a Tier 2 team? As he goes up the backside of Joseph Murray Sr., who has talked about retiring, but starting to have second thoughts now. We're not too sure about that situation, and I'll keep you posted. In fact, we'll see if he signs on for Benetton or goes somewhere else. Only time will tell, really. Finley Taylor. Personally, I expect Finley Taylor to stick at McLaren for next season. I think that he is a brilliant asset to the team. He's been consistent, finally got his first win last time out, and he's shown a lot of pace in some races. Once again, look at him now, 4/10 off of Louis Sage. He has closed down hugely. And this driver is one to watch, perhaps a future world champion. Same can be said about any of the top four, really. I think they all have a lot of potential. Go on board as we watch Taylor in the slipstream as they go onto the bridge, go onto the other little gantry, takes a little look, gets it massively sideways. I think that was a bit too much curb there, and he loses a bit of time, but there's so many places to just sit in the slipstream and gain back the time that is very hard to pull away at this track. And comes back for a huge dive bomb around the parabolica. Louis Sage keeps it pinned around the outside and actually gets the better exit, as Michal Valiak is closing in as well. And look at the slipstream. It's hitting 200. He's going to sit in behind. He's going to pull to the inside. Yes, he does. Doesn't go for it. Not the best place to overtake, if I do say so. Going to be looking into the second chicane though, as we're on lap 10 of 19. We're at half race distance, and we're about to see a change for the lead, I believe, as here comes Taylor right up the inside. Taylor gets massively sideways, almost on the grass. Jesus Christ. I thought that Taylor had the move done there. If we just forward the replay, I'll show you. Look, he had it right alongside. He was in front and he gets it massively sideways and lets Sage go. Not what we wanted to see. I thought that really was going to be the change in the lead. And now it opens up opportunities for the other Williams and the other McLaren of Valiak and McHugh. And here comes McHugh actually. I think Taylor's a bit being a bit tentative as he's let the other two catch up. And here they go down into the Ascari. And here comes McHugh, and he's up the inside, and I think he's going to block him off now, and indeed he does. Valiak being a bit tentative himself, although he's going to sit in the slipstream and possibly put one down into the parabolica. As we're going to see now, yes, he does go to the inside. Gets a bit of contact there, a bit of wheel to wheel, but nothing really major there, just good racing. And up front again, it's a battle between Taylor and Sage as Taylor pulls out the slipstream early this time as they go side by side down towards the first corner. But it looks like Sage is going to keep that first place. Oh no! They're going side by side through the second chicane, and here comes Finley Taylor. He's been very brave. And here they all go, around Curva Grande. All four of them, but it looks like Louis Sage is just going to hang on. This is brilliant defending, as Michal Valiak has got past into third. And here comes Finley Taylor once again. Finley Taylor does it. Oh! And that is Thomas McHugh getting very sideways. I'm sorry, it just heated up massively. I have to talk very quickly to keep up with what's going on. But Louis Sage defending brilliantly, and same with Taylor and Valiak. And McHugh being the big loser, he's dropped back by 0.7, and here comes Valiak, as we're going to have to go on board and look to the left, look in the mirror. He doesn't go for the move, What a brilliant season this has been. Incredible racing. Honestly, I think every race has been interesting, and that's not just subjective. I know some of you guys have been really enjoying the racing. A lot of you came to Spa. I think we had a peak of 8 viewers, and that is absolutely brilliant. I can't thank you enough for that. And if you're watching right now, seeing this action, lap 12 and 19, thank you very much. I hope you can make it to the end. And as Taylor retakes the lead, and Louis Seach is under attack from his teammate, and it looks like Valiak is going to get past himself actually. Indeed he has. So Taylor has got the lead now, followed by Valiak, and the two Benettons are coming in hot now, to Joseph Murray and Thomas McHugh, as Louis Seach takes a look underneath his teammate, as Joseph Murray gets very sideways and lets Langenberg through. And the two Ferraris are going to be catching up if these guys fight anymore. And up front, it looks like Michael Valiak is eyeing up the lead now, right on the back of Finley Taylor. And he's going to go to the inside, going into the Ascari. And indeed, he makes that move stick very clean. And Louis Seach is actually having a look now as well. Probably going to have a little look into the Parabolica unless Finley Taylor defends. Seach goes for the move. He gets a tap. Not as clean as Valiak's move, and he's lost time because of it. As Mitchell Langenberg has now got up into 4th. As what's happened here? Murray Senior's dropped to 7th. Samuel Gradin on his own. And then we have Risotto, De Jong, and Akikawa. And it doesn't look like any of the midfield teams are going to get points today, unless there is some sort of accident, as the top 4 teams are occupying the top 8. And up front, let's get on board with James Smith. Hasn't been very impressive this year, all things considered. I think Christopher Coburn has had more pace and the better performances. As here comes Mitchell Langenberg underneath Taylor, but not really. As he gets sideways with Thomas McHugh, and he's actually made the move stick. I didn't see that one coming. McHugh demoted to 6th. Back up the pack, it's a Williams 1-2 at the moment, with Valiak leading Seach. Only time to rescind that this year. And Finley Taylor in 3rd, and Seach blocking off nicely, not going to allow Taylor to make that move. So we go on the nose, Karen. So we head down the straight. And he's going to try and sit it up the inside into Parabolica. But are we going to see Seach pull around the outside? No, we don't. That's a great move from Finley Taylor. As here comes Mitchell Langenberg. Let's go on board with him. You can see his head moving around loads. There's a lot of bumps on this straight. And Langenberg lines up a move and puts it straight underneath Louis Seach. Good move from him. And he's now in a podium spot. How much the Benetton team would like that. Gives them a reason to re-sign Langenberg perhaps. Albeit I think Langenberg will retain his seat unless he chooses to move to a rival team. And here comes Louis Seach up the inside. Tap wheels. But nothing chaotic there. Just has a little look as we're on lap 14. And Valiak has a 2.7 second lead, and he's actually closing up to Zeddy Tanius. The AGS driver has been pretty impressive, qualifying for, I believe this is his 3rd or 4th race. I'd like to say 4th. And he's made it out of pre-qualifying a fair amount. But he is in 26th at the moment. Last place, and he's about to be lapped by Valiak as they head in towards the Parabolica. As we head to just look at the back, Isabel Harvey is actually closed up and got 24th position at the moment. That's a good recovery from her. Weth Poke is down in 20th. This is really bad drive from the other Scuderia Italia. Albeit I am hearing that Scuderia Italia want to keep Weth Poke, but I think they think Akikawa is long gone, After her brilliant performances, I think they've given up on trying to get her. Unless, of course, she wants to stay with the team. But it's hard to imagine she'll pass up a brilliant team like Ferrari or Benetton. If they offer, that is. Just stay tuned in the general. I believe that the driver signings, or what do you mean I believe? The driver signings will start on the Saturday after this race. So a day after this race. Amir, decent performance from him. Kopic, not so good from him. The two Minardis going pretty well. Side by side is Akakara and De Jong, as Akakara is now in 11th place. This is more like it from her. But it looks like Risotto and Gradin. This is brilliant performance from Gradin. In fact, Thomas McHugh is in 8th. I don't know how this has happened. He's just lost all pace. Battling with the two Ferraris, as the two Benettons take up 5th and 4th. And Sage. And then there's Taylor. And then there's Valyak as we enter lap 16 of 19 with only 3 to go. Heading around Curva Grande now. You can see on the wall on the outside, not too far away from the track. You go under the bridge and then braking down into the chicane. Use a little bit the inside curb. Don't want to use too much the right hander of the chicane curb, nor do you want to use curb through there. It's a bit raised. As you go around the two Lesmos, under the little gantry, and down the straight, under the oval bridge. The oval goes on that bridge, and yeah, it's Monza Oval was very interesting, that's what I'll say. It's very fun indeed though, I will say that. At the moment though, it's looking like Michael Valek has got this race under control. He's got 3.3 second gap over Finley Taylor. Albeit that is possible to close down, it would be very hard to do so with only 3 laps to go now as we enter lap, 2 laps to go as we enter lap 17. Obviously, remember the lap indicator shows how many laps are completed. So we're actually on lap 17 of 19. And Mitchell Langenberg holding down a P3 at the moment. This is good from him. As Thomas McHugh has got past both the Ferraris. That's exactly what we're used to. The Ferraris are losing a bit of pace at the moment, with James Smith not doing so much on the upgrades. Coburn wasn't in the last few races, but now he put in a few upgrades coming into this race, so nothing to really complain about from them. And obviously this was a home race. I'm sure the Tifosi would have liked to have seen the Ferraris up there. And obviously, like, I don't think any race this season the Ferraris have had a plausible chance of a race win. Benetton, on the other hand, Benetton is an Italian team actually. So there's that. As Thomas McHugh just gets past Joseph Murray Sr., but Murray Sr. is going to go around the outside and continue to keep the position. As it looks like up front, what's happened to Langenberg's in second? Langenberg, just having a look at the fastest, their previous lap times. Langenberg matching Valyak as we're on the penultimate lap of the race now. Could Langenberg get another podium for Benetton? I think that would lock down his status within the team as the team leader and, you know, possibly keeping that seat if he so wants to, of course. This is not a good race for Thomas McHugh, albeit with Taylor in third. I don't think that will affect the standings, and so Thomas McHugh will get the second pick shortly. And honestly, with the top 4 teams in the top 8 spaces, I can see McHugh in the background trying to overtake McMurray Senior now. Indeed he does so. But with the drivers in these positions, I don't think that it's going to affect the standings at all. And oh, there's a front wing. As that gets batted towards the stewards, or not the stewards, the marshals. I wonder who that was. Oh, it's Camille Feather. Right, let's see what's happened to Camille. She's pulling up behind Granville. And yeah, she's made a mistake and just hit the back. That is unfortunate for her, but she wasn't in a great position anyway, and I think she's going to drop to the back. But up front, Mihail Valiak, with 1 lap to go, has a 5-second lead. That is impossible to climb. It looks like Valiak is going to cruise to an easy win. Finley Taylor in second, and Langenberg. This is where the battle is for the final podium spot. And there's a yellow. I don't know why there is a yellow, if I'm honest. Oh! Finley Taylor! No way. Finley Taylor has bottled it on the last lap. I hate to use that word, bottled it, but he has. What's happened here? So he's completely on his own on the track. Oh no, Isabel Harvey! Oh my goodness me. What happened to Isabel Harvey? Sorry, I need to get a replay of this. So what has happened to Isabel Harvey? Has she been tapped? Holy crap. So she's battling with Marcos Aguirre, and she goes up the rear, getting carjacked, and she spins it. And she puts it into the barrier, losing her front wing. And she thinks to reverse it, but clouts Finley Taylor. And my goodness me, that is going to be a huge penalty from Isabel Harvey, possibly even a race ban. That was incredibly dangerous. As you can see, once again, Finley Taylor, you'll see his name tag. There's Thomas McHugh. Sorry, not Thomas McHugh. Thomas McHugh's in the background. But you can see that McLaren comes through the corner, not expecting her to reverse onto the track, and gets clouted. Really frustrating, I'm sorry for that. So Valiak has got an easy win now, with Langenberg about to lose his podium spot actually, as Louis Sage takes second place. McHugh into third. I'm still recovering, Jesus Christ, that is massive. As we're going to celebrate the win, but this is very subdued because of Finley Taylor. I hope he's okay. I hope Isabel Harvey's okay. But Mihail Valiak wins the Italian Grand Prix pretty dominantly, sorry. As Louis H brings home a Williams 1-2. Thomas McHugh gets third, and Langenberg fourth. Christopher Coburn gets fifth. Joseph Murray sixth. James Smith 7th, and Samuel Grading gets 8th after the incident, getting a point at the end of the day. I'm sure he's happy, but everyone, I'm sure, is worried about the health of the two as an ambulance goes by. Sorry about that. But yeah, I'm sure everyone is worried about the health of Finley Taylor and Isabel Harvey, as that was a big incident. I'm sorry, I keep repeating it's a big incident, but yeah, absolutely. So the final classifications are here, or not, they're not final, because I think there's going to have to be some edits made to the final standings. But it is Mihail Valiak who has the lead. Who has won the race. And Louis H, and I've already read out that. As you go through, Marcos Aguirre, Finley Taylor's going to be classified 21st, as everyone else was lapped. Isabel Harvey is in 26th. and retired from that race. But yes, all of these guys are going to be classified because they made the, I don't know, 90% race distance or whatever. I don't know what the rule is for that, but let's just classify them anyway. I think it's fair to classify them. Isabel Harvey, though, she's going to need to be penalised after this, so hence I say this is not the final results. I will post the final results probably now, but as you can see, those are your final results. Keep saying final results, I'm so used to it. Those are the provisional results, but I will let you know what happens in terms of final results, penalties, etc. I think there's going to be a penalty, pretty large proportions heading Isabel Harvey's way. And that is pretty much it from me. Thank you ever so much for watching for the, I think it's been a thrilling Italian Grand Prix. And, yes, driver pickings are going to be starting tomorrow. So, obviously, I hope you're ready for that one. And, yeah, absolutely. Thank you ever so much for watching. I hope to see you next time out in wherever. I forget where the next round is. Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't remember. But what I will say is there's 3 rounds to go. Leave a like, subscribe, all of that stuff. See you next time, and goodbye.